So you say that pre-enslavement time they had systems, and now in the contemporary times, in the diaspora or in the abroad, as they say, it continues.
Yeah.
What are the benefits of that?
So in the abroad, it continues, but it's not as pronounced as it could be a group of 4 or 5 people coming together to do it. It is not as pronounced as it's used to, but people invest in other people through other things that are not like Esusu. You can look at death or people giving birth. People come together and put in a pot for that individual, knowing that when it's my turn, you also put in a pot. So that way, the system has evolved in such a way that it can be used for one-off situations where people get support. So when an individual dies, if they belong to an association, all the association members come in, either they levy themselves or they open a pot where people can put in money, and then at the end of the occasion, you know how much you get. Then when it's somebody else's turn, you still do exactly the same thing. So it's more like a system of support that is monetary, but at the same time is not as defined as the Esusu, where there is a system of putting in money and then getting a certain outcome at the end of the period.
Great. It shows social responsibility.
Yes.
And equity. Yes. That's great. Esusu. Every time I hear the word, I hear susu. I think Jamaicans call it susu, Trinidadians call it susu. I talked to a lady from Zambia. She'd call it susu. And the first time I've heard Esusu. So what's is there a particular meaning for Esusu? What Esusu means what?
I can't. I just don't know. I just know it's Esusu.
So that's a new one. Esusu.
Yeah, Esusu.
Yeah. In my country, I learned that market women and who had their little entrepreneurial things going on, they used to pull money every day to procure capital for the next day or goods for the next day, and they would do this thing, set in how many days a week. But I heard that only women used to do it. Mostly women do this box or susu. But from what I'm gathering from you, it's not a gender thing. It's anybody.
Mostly you can look at it from the gender perspective, because like if you look at different cultures from our own side of the country, the men actually have another system of bringing income back to the home. They're the ones who go out to hunt. They're the ones who have the jobs. The women are the ones who trade. The women are the ones who farm. Most times, petty farming at home. So I think the men are so stretched in what they're doing that the men are the providers, and then the women are the ones who keep the money, which is still the system we have almost everywhere, where you have the stay-at-home mom. In our culture, the stay-at-home mom actually runs the family, because the man just goes out to bring back home income, but the woman makes decisions about how the income is spread. And then if you're looking at polygamous families too, it is the same system where the man takes care of the 3 or 4 wives, depending on the culture or the tradition. But those women come together as a unit to make sure that the family, is united and the family moves along. So the women, is more tilted to the feminine gender than the masculine gender.
I see.